Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, it's 10 after 10. I didn't schedule a time because I was busy. It's been a busy couple, I guess a month and a half for me. I haven't been on my game schedule-wise. Sorry. Then I got this sinus thing going on. So anyway, lots of stuff going on. It's all good. Did the stats, and we are at 116 days of inventory. Yay, Monday, yay, Monday. You all listed 110 homes over the weekend, which is awesome. We closed 111 on Friday, and we have 7,709 single-family homes on the market. Now, of those, 2,964 of those are 450,000 and under. So that's kind of the meat of the market, and that's 38% of those homes that are single-family listed. So that is good. You've got inventory, right? That's a good thing. Inventory is a good thing. Now, the $1 million homes are still selling almost 5 a day. We have 971 available million-plus homes. And year to date, we've sold 1,326 for an average rate of 4.7 or almost 5 per day. So that market has held steady. Now, the other part of our market, the under $1 million market, we're only selling 66 homes a day, but that includes the $5 million homes. So we're really only selling 61 homes a day right now, but that's going up. It was 40 something, I think. Let's see. It was maybe 40 last week, almost hit 50. Then you closed enough over the Friday. So now it's 66 daily sales. So 132 agents are getting 100. Oh, where's Jimmy? 66 times 2. This is me this morning. I can't add or subtract. Times 2 is 100. Yeah, 132. I was right. 132 agents got paid. So that's a good thing. Now this year, our year-to-date numbers for daily sales are going down. It's now down to 112. And we'll see that probably subside as the year goes on, and we'll see how we end up. Last year, we ended up with 141 year-to-date sales. So, and for the whole year last year, we sold 50,808 homes and townhomes and high-rises altogether. That was 139 a day. We're not going to meet that this year, that's for sure. But no frets. Hopefully, I see that you're doing listings, which is fantastic. And I pulled this up today. Jimmy likes this. Jimmy always brings this up when he has, when he can. This is the market watch on the MLS, and this is for the. It doesn't say exactly what the time frame is, but overall, there's 642 new listings. Now that includes. It doesn't say what it includes. I think it includes Nevada. But the main thing I wanted to say is there were 662 price decreases. So there were 662 condos, high rises, townhomes, single family homes that reduced their price. But not to worry because if someone bought a home in 2021 and they have to sell it now, I mean, they even if they bought in December when the median price was $430 and now the median price is $450, they still are not in short sale or foreclosure territory, hopefully, depending on their financial situation. But there are some increases in foreclosures and in defaults. I was talking to some agents last week who follow the defaults, and they said, yes, there are more defaults right now. There are more people who are not paying their mortgage, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with inflation. However, what I don't understand is that we have jobs available. So I'm not so sure what's going on unless, if you're a carpenter and there's no carpenter jobs available, I get that. But I can remember back in the day when, I was going to vocational school to be a computer programmer, and my rent was $8 a week. Yes, $8 a week. My little Dodge Dart car cost me $900. And I had to get a part-time job to support myself because, that was in 1966, everybody. So I'm dating myself, of course, but it's a true story. $32 a month was my rent. It was a room in a house, but still, I narrowed my expenses down to where I could afford to live, and I'm sure that if you own a home, you don't want to lose your home. So try to find some way, if you got to get a part-time job or whatever you have to do, so that you don't lose your home. And if you have friends or family that are in that situation, I believe that this market has held steady since July. I don't think that we're going to have a crash. I don't have a crystal ball. And Jimmy and I both have the same thoughts. I don't think it's going to go down to 430. Jimmy thinks 435 it might start sliding down during the holidays, but then I don't know, because you're listing homes and selling homes. So let's hope we can keep that 450. That would be great. And I like that price. I don't want it to go really higher. We don't want it to go higher. We have a high interest rate right now, but we have a lot of buy downs. And I think I said on Friday, I need a lender to clarify that buy down thing. And I didn't see Sheila from Nova Home Loans on Friday to ask her if she could spend some time with me, and so that I can create some kind of a chart for you to give your buyers, and so that they can understand the buy down. You look at that sheet and it's like Greek to me. And I showed it to our Buffini group. I showed it to our social media group on Friday, and everybody's like, we don't know what it means. Now, I think, Kirsten, you knew what it meant. I do believe you did. You're pretty sharp when it comes to loans. But the rest of us were kind of deer in the headlights. We didn't know. So anyway, there are those sellers out there that have equity in their home, and they can contribute to the buyers buy down their interest rate scenario. So, and they've got it for FHA, VA, and for conventional. So all the different genres of the loan industry have the buy downs. So don't forget to make sure that when you do your listing, you manage people's expectations, because anger comes from violated expectations, and you don't want your sellers angry because all of a sudden somebody's asking for $10,000 to buy down a rate. You want to prepare them. And so that's why I thought it was really important that we get these buy downs in some kind of a chart that we can understand, and we can explain it to our sellers and our buyers. So that's one thing that we need to do. So that is that. Now, let's see here. It is the time of the year when, where's my other side? When we want to do reverse pop buys. Now, what is a reverse pop buy? So if you have an office, right? You have an office, and there it is. You can have people come to the office to pick up a pie instead of you delivering the pie to them. And this creates some synergy with your sphere of influence, with your database. Everybody needs a database, or with your farm, which is part of your database. And you just send out an email or a text or a little video saying, text me what kind of pie you want. And they'll be available, November 20th or whatever, right before Thanksgiving. And if you start now, you're giving everybody advance notice so that they can plan on picking a pie up from you at your office or wherever you determine you're going to have it, so that your people can come to you to pick up the pie. So this is quite a great little way to communicate with people, and it's the reverse pop buy planner. And so you want to express your appreciation, in your clients for the business and their referrals, and getting your best clients to come to your office or home to pick up their choice of pie for their Thanksgiving meal, and having a chance to catch up with them on how they're doing. So people you have done a transaction with in the past year, and those who have given you one or more referrals. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, 3:30 to 7 p.m., allows time to pick up kids at school and stop by after work. So from 3:30 to 7, they're saying is the best time, and I understand why. And then they're saying, here's the timeline on what you do. Week 1, decide on the location, your office or home, decide where to purchase the pies, and deadline to order, and then schedule your photographer. And that's optional, but why wouldn't you? I would schedule a videographer, right? So that you can clip people coming in and make lots of videos for the holidays. Anyway, and then you get decorations for your little party, just some harvest type decorations, maybe some pumpkins for, people getting pumpkin pie. So you can come up with some creative things. And then you want to send email reminders to confirm their choices. And then you want to call or text those who have not replied to your, and I'm reading this, so I have to get close to your invitation. And then week 5, you call in and find account and types of pies with suppliers. So that's something you have to make sure that if you've got like 20 pies, that the supplier can supply them. And then you want to get a text or email yes with clients for a reminder. And then you print out a list of those planning to attend and their pie choice. That's the day before the party. And you print out pop-by tags for each pie, and I'm going to show you what that is. And then you arrange the table with the centerpiece, etc., set out the decorations. And you don't have to do a lot of decorations. There's some nice little card stock that you can use, like with a turkey and stuff like that. You can pick up the pies plus any finger foods and beverages you're planning to serve. So when they come, maybe you have some beverages, some punch, or maybe some, I don't know if you want to do wine or champagne or something like that. It depends on you, and your people. So you'll make that decision. Then you want to set the tables out and attach a pop-by tag to each pie. And then the morning of the party, you get all the food ready to serve. And then during the party, you greet your guests as they arrive and check out their names off the list when they pick up their pies. And of course, hugs all around. And then the day after the party, this is optional. You can call or text anyone who forgot to pick up their pie and make arrangements for them to pick it up. And then week 7, you send a personal note to everyone who attended the party. I mean, this is like a super thing. Whether it's 10 people or 20 people or 15 people, it doesn't matter. Every person is important. Every person knows 250 people. Every person that does this, that picks up a pie, is going to tell somebody. And you can do a little photo thing and say, oh, I want to post this, to my Facebook or my Instagram or my website. And I will send you a picture of it so that you can show your people too. So now they're going to show their friends the little video. I don't care if it's only 10 people. That's 10 people who are going to post what you did and get your name and what you do for them out there. So I just think it's a tremendous opportunity, and it's such a wonderful thing to do. And here is this is like a sample of the email that you would send out. And then these are the Popeyes that you can use. And of course, I will click here and I will put the actual PDF on the group of all these things. But what a great idea, Linda's Pie Party. It's been a great year. I'm grateful for so much, your support, your continued loyalty, goodwill, your business, your referrals, and your friendship. And I've been able to help so many families this year. And so anyway, you can read that. I can't see it because it's the print's too foggy from my vantage point here on the screen. But anyway, what a great idea, everybody. So I want to give you that tip. Tip of the day, right? Monday's tip. And then one other thing I want to do today, because I am in a little bit of a hurry because it is late and I've got to get to the office. It is Monday. I wanted to play this. And this is just kind of take a breath for a moment. This is Tom Ferry, and he's giving us 1.5 minutes worth of some, what would you call this? Like something to think about. Something to think about. And I'm going to play it, and then I may have a comment about it. So I'm going to mute myself, and hopefully I'll unmute myself when it's done.
most people just sell themselves short and they buy into their excuses. They buy into the story of the unconscious mind, the story of the conscious mind. I keep saying to people, whether it's making your phone calls or working out or cleaning something up or moving the project forward, most people just get stuck in their head. And I keep saying to them, it's just your ego. And we've heard all these, acronyms, edging God out and all this other stuff. You know the way I look at it? It is that unconscious mind versus your conscious mind. Like your unconscious mind is like, I've got to protect you. Someone's going to attack you. There's a saber-toothed tiger that's about to eat you. And your conscious mind is like, look, I just feel like watching Netflix. Like that's just the truth. I can make my phone calls tomorrow. And then I reflect on all the time I spent with David Goggins, all the interviews, bringing him up at the summit, having him just talk about his experiences. And the thing that I always remember with David, and I know for some people, he could be super polarizing, and I honor that. But sitting with him one-on-one, watching him work with my younger son, Steve Supremo, and having him look into his eyes and saying, you just got to decide, because look, inside of you, you can do it. You can carve out the time. You can make the adjustment to your schedule. You can put yourself forward. He said, but most people just sell themselves short and they buy into their excuses. They buy into the story of the unconscious mind, the story of the conscious mind. Sometimes we just need to stop thinking and do.
So I think that's a very powerful message for this time of year right now. We're going into the holidays. I just gave you a great idea for what to do to touch base with your friends, your family, your database, your farm, and just do it. Don't worry. Earl Nightingale says 82% of things we worry about are nothing to worry about, because first of all, one of his things he says is you can't control it anyway, and so when somebody says, well, what if this happens? Maybe we shouldn't do that. What if nobody comes and picks up pies? Well, why would you think that way? Think positive, just go forward. And I will tell you, I told you many times before, I used to teach positive thinking. And one of the things and I studied that subject. I studied Earl Nightingale, and I studied Think and Grow Rich, and I studied all, I can't even think of Brian Hardy. I studied all those people, and I understood what they were saying. And the secret, like Aaron Taylor, he's big on the secret. It's what's in your mind, and you just move forward, and it gains momentum in the world. I believe the universe to me is what we put out into it. And so if you put out negativity, you're going to get negativity, or you're going to get nothing. So put out the positivity. I'm going to have, a reverse Popeye with pies, and I'm going to do all this. And what's the worst thing that could happen? Nobody comes. It's okay. You put forth the effort. People got the invitations. People know what you did. And you can do a video of, oh my gosh, I thought all these people were coming and nobody came. What am I going to do with all these pies? Maybe I'll go and I'll give them to, to the soup kitchen or something. There's always good in everything. Even if it doesn't work out, you can find some positivity in it. I can take these pies to the soup kitchen. I can take these pies and give them to people to whomever, right? But there's that, and that's positive. That's not negative. Maybe the exact thing you wanted to do didn't exactly work out, but there's a positive spin to everything. Almost everything. And that's what Earl Nightingale says. Stop worrying. Don't worry. I will see you all Wednesday. I hope you have a glorious Monday and Tuesday. The other day we went over Facebook audiences, and I realized once I was doing it that it's really maybe too technical just to talk about it, that I need to show some charts and maybe actually do it. So I'm going to put that away for another day, and we'll get more into it, because if you're in Facebook and you've got things to upload in your database, you should be doing this. Anyway, I hear my puppies. I think it's time for me to get out of here. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Like, comment, something. I'm going to post what I talked about today on the group, Ruthie Rocks, if you're Facebook group, Ruthie Rocks. If you're on YouTube, there's no way right now that I know of to upload a file. So I think, though, I can send you to someplace, but I haven't had the time to figure that out. I know there's a way to do it, but It's another day. I love you all. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I will be back on Wednesday.